Hey guys, welcome back to Tracie's Place. I wanted to come on and do a review for you for the ABC tent, and I wanted to show you what the tent looked like before my beautiful oasis and happy place, and what you should consider because your tent could end up looking like this. Yes, we had a storm come through the other night, y'all, and my tears are gone, but it messed up my little happy place. And if you can see, if you see that right there, the frame is broken and it's just all crumpled now and everything, so it is destroyed. It always puzzles me how some things cannot even be bothered or lifted. Like that chair, that little chair was not moved no more than like an inch or two, it seems like. That chair over there, this over here, that chair, you know, all this stuff this was thrown back, but it wasn't thrown, away or anything like that. But these chairs were thrown over. That one still is. I set up these two chairs, but I left that one down and that one down. But it was a couple more things thrown over, and I've just picked them up. I said, no, let me do a review video before I get all this together. So before my air conditioning unit comes on and makes a ton of noise, let me give you the review. Okay, it's a super hot day here, so I'm not going to be long. I'm in the brunt of the sun. But this is my ABC tent now, y'all. And it is destroyed, like I said. But what I wanted you to know before you ran out and got your ABC tent or went, and there's my air conditioning unit. So hopefully you all can hear me. Let me scoot you all a little bit closer. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. But before you get your ABC tent, there's just a few things I wanted you to know. I absolutely love my ABC tent. This is actually the second one in 5 years. So they lasted, well, and we are in the Midwest, so we are subject to storms and different things of that nature. So I'm hoping I'm talking loud enough so y'all can hear me good. But we are subject to storms, tornadoes, and gusts of wind and stuff like that. So our weather is different from, of course, Arizona or California or the Northwest. So that's really the main thing you have to consider is if you want your tent left up, or if you have the time to take it down, put it back up, take it down, put it back up. Because for me, there's no sense in taking it down, putting it back up, because I couldn't do that by myself. You need a good two people to put your tent up. And I don't have all of that every day. We don't have the time every day to do that. So you want to take that into consideration. If you're out west, like I said, you may not have like gust of winds and stuff like that, and you could probably leave your tent up and it not be bothered. We weighted ours down. Now, we have had storms before, and the first tent, it lasted a couple times. This tent lasted, throughout last year and everything. We weighted it down with the sand weights. We had the little round weights, and I'll show you those as well. And we had it anchored. So I don't know if this time we didn't have it kind of angled correctly or not, but it did not withstand that storm the other night. And it only lasted a little while because we were going over to my mother-in-law's house. My son was here, and he said it was so loud. So we were gone maybe 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours, because we stopped by the store and visited my mother-in-law. Left, everything was looking okay. It wasn't raining, anything. We had not looked at the weather. I have to admit that. We had not looked at the weather. So we got over to my mother-in-law's, had a visit. When we were leaving, it started raining. So we're in about 25 minutes away, so the storm can be, anywhere in the city, and at another part not even raining at all. So it was sprinkling over there, and so it was like, okay, we just came on home, and the further we came towards home, the worse the storm was. And when we got home, the storm had actually calmed down, so it was very quick. It was a very quick storm. But in that amount of time, the wind gusts, that is what does it. It's the angle of the wind gusts as well, because some things are not moved at all, where other things are blown away. So our tent, we had the netting zipped up, so it was closed. And even though the netting, has holes in it and the wind can come in and out, It's a little solid piece where the zipper is, so that was on basically all four sides. And I just think the wind just came and just pushed it up, and then when it goes up under that little peak that doesn't have anything, and it just, I think the wind just gets up under there, and it just, and wind and water can destroy so much in such a little time, depending on the force and the gust that it has behind it. So y'all, my little poor tent just did not have a chance this time. And even with the weights and anchors and all that good stuff, like I said, unless we had it anchored a little bit different this year than last year, because we had some storage last year that we thought was going to take the tent out, and it withstood. So y'all, it's no rhyme or reason, but just be very careful of where you live, you know, what kind of storms you're subject to, and also if your netting is closed down or whatever, if a storm comes through that might push it instead of just the wind, you know, moving through and not affecting it too much. So I absolutely love my ABC tent. It was my happy place. This little patio is my happy place. This backyard is my little happy place. But I absolutely love it. The enclosed netting just makes you feel like you're in another place, I guess. It was a little hideaway, and I absolutely love that. So what we are going to do, since we cannot keep our ABC tent up, you know, because of where we live, we are going to get something permanent, and we're looking to do that. Probably not this year. I would say probably next year. We're going to look into getting it built, or either maybe my husband might want to tackle it, because he can do a lot of stuff, so he might tackle it and build it himself. So we'll see. But like I said, this is my second tent. And the first tent, my husband was able to straighten out the frame somewhat. He just kind of, I don't know what he did, because I was so upset. He just kind of bent it back. This one I think is beyond repair, but the other one was not as bad, but it was bad enough that we needed to buy another one. So at the end of that season, after he straightened the frame out as best as he could and anchored it down again, and it lasted through another storm. But we just can't do it with this one. And it doesn't make any sense to keep buying another tent, when you can just get a permanent structure and not worry about that at all. So like I said, I love the ABC tent. Now there are two things to look out for with customer care or customer service. If you want to get a new top, like one time we had to get a new top because the other one, it was just worn out. The sun can wear it out, bird droppings and stuff like that. Although that's not bad. You can put a hose up there and kind of, you know, wash it off, because we kept our tents up all summer. Like I said, two of them have lasted for 5 years. So you just spray off the tops with the water hose, and, you know, the bird droppings, they'll usually come off. You can do a little brushing up there if you want to, but it doesn't take that much maintenance at all. Really wasn't a bother. But the canopy, we ordered from a separate company because ABC does not offer to sell the canopies. Like if they get destroyed or something happens or whatever, you have to buy it through a third party, I guess. That's what, second or third party. And so that's what we did. Now, the very top, the very peak up top, when you buy the original tent, it has a netting up there so nothing can get in. But when you order the second canopy from the second or third party company, the netting is not there at the top. The netting is not there, so bugs and different things could get in, maybe a bird fly in or whatever. So I didn't like that at all. We were about to put a netting up from the old curtains that we had, but we didn't get a chance to because the tent is destroyed, like I said. And the canopy costs almost close to what a tent would cost. You can get a tent on sale for $179 or so, but the canopy, replacement canopy, I think ours was $119 or something. I think I'll put the price right here, but I almost might as well have just bought another tent, because if you need to order more netting, okay, so this was our fault. My husband or myself, we threw away one of the sheets of netting last year. We couldn't find it anywhere, so we're assuming that is thrown away. So we only had 3 panels of the mosquito netting.
So we had to order it, and ABC did not sell it. We had to get it from another second, third party vendor. And it came and it was fine and everything, but by the time I bought the canopy and then also the netting, I might as well have just bought another tent and got everything new and all together like I needed, and that little piece of netting at the top of the canopy that we did not get with the second canopy we had to buy from someone else. So I hope the ABC starts selling their own pieces, their own replacement parts or pieces or whatever themselves, so that they can be exact. Now this canopy is stronger than the other canopy. The fabric is stronger and it's better in my opinion, but it just didn't have that netting up top like we needed. So with that being said, just be careful of the area of the United States, or if you're somewhere else in another country even, be careful of where you live. If you're prone to gusts of winds and windstorms, rainstorms, you know, all that good stuff, tornadoes, be careful of that, because you may not be able to leave your tent up all the time. But if you live in a part of your country that is not prone to storms and things like that, then you should be fine to leave it up as long as you have it anchored and weighted down. So I'm going to attach 2 of my other videos for the ABC tent, the setup and the takedown. Y'all, I'm so upset about my tent. I really want another ABC tent, but I just cannot. We're not going to just keep buying them if they get destroyed again. So we're probably going to get a permanent one, like I said, but I don't want that to deter you from getting the ABC tent if you live in an area where you don't have a lot of storms. So with that, if you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to put them down below in the drop down description box below this video. I will also put the links to ABC tent and even the netting, the mosquito netting, and the second canopy top that we purchased. I'll put those down below as well. All right, so I hope that answers some questions, because this was a requested video of an update on the ABC tent from a viewer. All right, so blessings, and take a look around at some of the other videos on the channel, and I'll catch you next time right back here on Tracie's Place. Bye.